Brad Miron, VP of Marketing from sunquest.ca, joining us right now. Welcome back to the show.
Good morning. Great to be here.
A lot of people planning for trips when the temperatures drop in our neck of the woods. And Mexico, still a leading destination, and you've got some of the best-kept secrets when it comes to traveling.
Exactly. You know, Mexico continues to grow. It grew about 4.7% last year, and in the last 10 years, it went from about 800,000 Canadians to 1.7 million. So it continues to grow and grow and grow. And the reason being is a lot of Canadians find that it's no longer just a sun and beach destination, and no longer just for the wintertime. They're going year-round, 365 days of the year. But they're getting off the resorts. They're finding a lot of different unique things to see and do while they're there. They're experiencing the rich culture and the history, as well as a lot of the destinations are reinventing themselves. They're adding a lot of unique attractions. You know, in the Cancun Riviera, my area, you know, what's very interesting is that they have a lot of unique things for the consumer to experience. The history, the culture, what built it. We're seeing a lot of the Mayan culture here. What's very interesting, right, you just see there the Manchurian soldiers off the island of women, Isla Mujeres, which is just off of Cancun. They actually have a giant underground museum where you can go snorkel and scuba dive. It's phenomenal and incredible. You know, and there's so much to see and do, whether it be, you know, just hanging around or if you want to go golfing or whatnot. A lot of the key growth that's happening out of this is group travel.
Destination weddings is a big one, right?
We were just talking about that. You mentioned that you're going down for a wedding and whatnot. You know, over 6,000 Canadians will get married outside of Canada this year, and Mexico is one of the #1 destinations to get married to. And, you know, it's because it's sort of all-inclusive, but it's all, you know, they can go down as a group, they can travel there, have a relaxing time, and basically get married in paradise on the beach.
So we want to book a trip. Obviously, we want to do it for the best price. So let's look at timelines, weeks during the year when you can get the best deal.
So there are what we call secret weeks or secret deal weeks. Coming up, you know, the first week of January is generally a great time to look at some pricing because basically everyone has come back from Christmas and New Year's when it's very high season. There's usually a glut the first 3 weeks of January where you can get some great deals.
And when you say great deals, what are we looking at average price point for a week down in Cancun?
I was checking this morning, and there was a deal to Puerto Vallarta, staying at a 4-star resort that was under $1,000, taxes included. So very good value that's still there out of Vancouver. Other secret weeks are the week before RRSP season. Sometimes that week there's a bit of a lull, and you can pick up a deal. Or before March break, the week before, week after. So because there's usually a bit of a softness around that time.
So what's the best first step? I know sunquest.ca is a great resource, but say we want to plan the trip, and in the event we can't get in on one of the secret weeks, there are so many options with hotels, resorts, travel packages. What's the best first step here?
Well, the best first step is to do your research. You know, we just launched a brand new site, sunquest.ca, where it's full and chock full of not only just information for the destination, but unique tips and tools of how to book travel. We've launched a new program called Stay Longer for Less. What's very unique is that you can stay a 10-week vacation for less than the cost of a 7-one. And the way it works is that we're using 2 different airlines, one to fly in, one to fly you back on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So you get 10 days for less than the price of 7 because you're flying on non-busy time frames.
So 10-day plan versus a 7-day plan.
And it costs less.
I like that. Now, one of the big questions is over in Cabo, the hurricane aftermath. How is the local economy recovered, and what's the tourism situation?
Everything's coming along nicely. The airport opened up on October 8th, started seeing the first commercial flights. There's a good percentage, about 65–70% of the hotels are back up and running. The good thing about the hurricane, it only created some wind damage, so there was no real structural or water damage. Things are coming back online, and they believe by the first week of January they'll be back up and running for the winter season.
Fantastic. So sunquest.ca is the website, the resource to kind of get things going and book the best deal. And it's funny that we're going to break because we're talking about the snow in Toronto, so your timing is perfect.
Which
right
is
here.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, Brad Miron, once again, thanks for coming on BT.